What's up, everybody? Today is Mother's Day, and so I'm gonna make, I've been getting into having more protein lately. Yeah, don't need to really get into why. I haven't been having as much as I should apparently, so now we're getting into it, and I'm going to make a, what's it called? Short rib, slow cooker, Mexican style. If you know me, you know that I love Mexican all the time. Took me forever to find the short rib in the grocery store because I didn't know what it looked like, never bought it before. I was so close to calling my dad, but I was like, nope, we got this, I can figure it out. So follow along, I'm gonna make this fun meal for dinner, and then I'm also making this gluten and dairy free fruit trifle cake that I'm super excited for. I'm gonna whip up like coconut milk that's like in a can to make like a homemade whipping cream. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but we're gonna go with it. So stay tuned. Okay, these are all the spices we're working with. So we're doing the spices in this little bowl first. We are doing 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. That's maybe a little bit more, but don't care. 1 teaspoon onion powder. Doesn't look like we've got that, so I'm just gonna tap out there. 1 teaspoon of chili powder. Love chili. It's my favorite. Okay, let's get this. Woo! Oh! Okay, guess we're doing it. Maybe I'll tap a bit back in here, but you can never have too much chili. Sorry, it's my personal opinion. Cumin or cumin? Because I'm coming in hot for this. Actually, I'm not. It's a very acquired taste. I'm completely missing this, but we'll just, maybe I'll add a bit more in there. I don't measure much. This is new to be measuring all this. Half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. This one I will be careful with because I've done a few recipes and overdone it, thinking this could taste like paprika. It ain't the same, people. Spicy. What I'm talking about. 2 teaspoons of fine sea salt. Not actually a fan of fine sea salt because it's really not great quality. It's not good for you, but it's just one meal. We can live through this. There are worse things. 1, 2, oh, my tummy is telling me something. We don't know what. Okay, cool. So those are all the spices. We gotta add that to a crock pot. We can crock pot this up. I need the short ribs. Fuck happened here? Come on, holder, hold. Ooh, that was a close call. That was a close call indeed. Oh my God, I'm sweating. Okay, I don't even know if this was the right one. I also didn't know if I got too much or too little, but I got a family with a lot of boys, so gotta do what you gotta do. So there's strings on these. Also not sure if I should cut those off. I literally have no idea. I don't know, I feel like the strings are there for a reason. But if it's supposed to be like a pulled pork type of style, maybe the strings should come off. I don't know. Also, if anyone finds out that these aren't short ribs and I got the wrong things, let me know, because didn't know what I was looking for. And I asked this little kid, he's like a high school kid working there. I asked him to help me and he also didn't know. I'm like, well boy, it's your time to shine. What is that? So this is why I don't eat meat much, because I don't like what I see. Oh, that's like actually this fascia. Okay. Okay. I feel like that one should go at the bottom. Ugh, I got too much, I think. Oh no. Shake and bake, baby. Shake it. Oh yeah, actually this is more than enough. Holy, okay. Great. We need lime juice, baby. I love lime. Some lime juice in here. Then I'm gonna add in some beef broth. Oh, honestly, the smell of lime gets me so excited. Love it. Woo! Okay. I guess if I'm on a trend with measure, well, fuck. I don't know. I should measure it, but I feel like it should go to the top of the the short rib. And the sucker looks high. 2 cups. See how high this goes. Oh, this could be a perfect amount. We have a problem. I don't know, it's not going as high, guys. I thought that this should come up to the top of where the meat goes. I'm stumped. More beef broth, maybe? Okay, so this is it now. It did have all the spices on it, but then when I poured the beef broth in, it kind of took some of the spices off. But I might just start it and then maybe go out and get some more broth and see how this goes. So I've put the ribs, I've kind of moved them around. So they're actually not as bad as I thought they'd be. And then I can flip them over if I need to. But if I'm unsure after a few hours, I'll just go buy some more broth, or actually I might make some homemade broth. We'll just see how it goes. But anywho, we're gonna put these on low, focus, there we go. Low for about 7 to 8 hours. Just put the lid on that sucker and we'll just let it do the cooking. It is now 2:30 in the afternoon. We're gonna start making the gluten and dairy free berry trifle cake. So I'm gonna start to whip together the ingredients that'll cook in the oven for an hour, and we will go from there. Let's get to it. I'm going to start with the dry ingredients. Classic baking. They always say to not mix them together. I pretty much do anyways, but we'll follow the trend of keeping the recipes together. So 1.5 cups of gluten-free flour we're gonna start with. Oh, what is baking if it's done without making a mess, am I right? So 1.5 cups. Okay, I should probably bake the oven at 350. So that gets going. Okay, 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Gotta be careful with baking soda. You use too much and you just fucked your whole dish. Can't do that. Okay, so I have coconut sugar. I really try my best not to use white sugar ever, and we can get into the reasoning as to why on another day. But for now, we're just going with I don't prefer it. And I'm gonna use actually only, it says to use a cup. I've never used the full quantities. Oh, okay. Oh, of sugar, just because I feel like I've never tasted a difference, or it tastes fine. Coconut sugar is pretty bomb though. So I'm gonna just do about 1/2 cup. And then if I feel like it needs a bit more sugar at the end, I'll just add in some maple syrup. So I shall pour that in. And then we need to do the wet ingredient. Now we're on to our liquids. We are going to add 3/4 of a cup of water. Then we have about 1/2 cup. I did a bit less than 1/2 cup. It says neutral oil, so I went with coconut oil. Sunflower oil, canola oil, they're all really like hydrogenated, which means they have a really short shelf life, or sorry, really long shelf life with me, which means that they can go, they don't go rancid as faster, but that just means that there's a lot of additives in it for it to last longer, and it is more likely to kind of clog up your arteries and stuff. So we just stay away from that. And coconut oil is really great. And then we're going to use 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. I believe you can also use apple cider vinegar, but I'm almost out, so I'm going to save that for my salads. Oh, sorry, it says 2 tablespoons. Kind of interesting. I can't say I've ever used vinegar in something like this, but anyways, won't judge it till we try it. And then last but not least, 1 tablespoon of vanilla. A tablespoon, huh? It's pretty hefty. Typically it's a teaspoon. Okay, handy dandy fork. And whip it into shape. Go forward. I'm gonna slowly pour. I'm also surprised there's no egg in this, but not complaining. Okay. I don't know if I've ever made like actually just like basic vanilla cake. If I do, it'd be from like those boxes we'd buy in university for our roommates' birthdays. Can I do a taste test? Okay, I feel like I need to add a little bit of sweetness in this, but we said this already. I said it might happen. Uh-oh. Is there no maple syrup? Oh. Got it. Got it. Use this to measure maybe like 1/4 of a cup, I think. Always better to go less and add more if you need versus like adding lots and then all of a sudden it's just too much. You can never go back, but you can always add. So that's what I like to remind myself. Love it. Let's pour into a pan. Pouring this in. It's really bubbly. I think that's from the vinegar. Hopefully this. Maybe that's what's going to make it all fluffy and airy. We're cooking it for 28 to 30 minutes. So, because I feel like every oven's different, I cook for less and then I check and add more if I need to. Because we don't want this dry. So I'm going to go for 27 minutes for the salsa portion that we're going to put on top of the short rib tacos. So I just washed some tomatoes, and then I'm just going to put a little bit of thinly diced red onion, a little bit of yellow pepper. Maybe I'll put some lime juice on it. We're just going to see how this all turns out. Figured I'd prep it so that it's all done. Yellow pepper, a little bit of red onion, and the tomatoes. And we'll use this with the salsa. I'm gonna add in some fresh lime juice and some cilantro. Because I want it to sit for a little bit before obviously we eat it. And it's 3 o'clock now, so we're not eating for another 4 hours probably. 3 to 4. Yeah, then this can sit and get all tasty. And probably just a drizzle of olive oil. Gosh, I have outdone myself. Here is the vanilla cake. It has come out. It is all ready. I am gonna let it cool down and then I will start building up this trifle. I'm running a little bit out of steam here, but we are so close to the finish line. And I'm just gonna rip it. That doesn't seem very nice, but I'm gonna rip it and I'm just gonna put it in some pieces at the bottom. It's nice and warm. Probably should let it cool down a bit more, but that's okay. Mmm! Wow, go Megan! Then I'm gonna add the layer of fruit. powdered icing, sugar. Oh shit, that's hard as a fucking rock. Why did it tell me to put it in the fridge? Oh jeez. This is gonna spill on me, I can feel it. Fuck. Got it. Yay. Okay, it says to not use the water, but just the coconut part. So it says a cup. I'm gonna go, whoa, fuck. Oh my God. I'm just swearing left, right, and center today. I'm gonna pour just a little bit. And then, oh! Okay. It's not exactly what I was hoping for. This coconut is just like blocks. Let's just plug it in and just see how we do. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. Whoa! Okay. Oh, it's pretty clumpy. Yeah, we need to whip this more. Okay, despite the mess, this is the coconut whip that I will use as the cream to layer it. And it looks pretty good. Pretty much there. The icing's a little watery. I couldn't kind of wait any longer, so if it ends up being too watery, then that's too bad. So I'm gonna pour this layer of kind of whipped coconut cream on top. Layer that there. I will do another layer of this cake. Fit this kind of, oops. Layer again. One last layer. Some unsweetened coconut. Shreds. And maybe some more fruit. Here's the honkin', whoa, trifle cake. Made it, pretty happy about it. Hopefully it turns out well. Little layers in here. You can't actually really see the cake much. There it is. Ta-da! You've got sliced green onion, some homemade guac. Dad helped me cut up some cilantro, and then we've taken the strings off of the, oh, this looks good. And we just need to shred this apart.
Mother's Day.
Okay, we're prepping.
And Dad's asking me if you should come in.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Phase 1.
Well, you almost hit that box.
Ooh.
You just, could you put a little on if you wanted it though?
Look at these. Ooh!